Yeah, I mean, it was pretty much a wide open net, so I'm happy that I was able to put it in, but I think a lot of things we do are as a present to Soupy, so happy we got the win on her birthday. I live pretty close, so I'm able to kind of walk here. I love the new home rink location. Yeah.
Troy?
It's good for me. The location's awesome. Actually, last year in the playoffs, I used to bike or take a scooter, so it's pretty cool. That's something you
I haven't seen you.
Is there footage of the scooter?
I think someone actually can.
Please post that if you have it.
Yeah, I actually would prefer to see a little bit more, but just more of the subtle physicality. I thought today there was some bigger hits that were part of the game. So I thought the first period we were maybe watching a little more instead of getting engaged in some of the physical play. But it picked up as the game went on, so I like where we finished the game physically.
And you had a few players go down. Anything serious that you know of this one?
No, I don't know. I talked to Izzy. Izzy's fine. Malte had a little bump, but was fine. And Renata's one, obviously at the end there. I think she just actually bit her lip, but she was fine. It looked probably worse than it actually was.
Yeah, it was super fun. Yeah, it just felt really good to, get the first game under our belt as a team and get the first win. I think it's huge to start building momentum right away. Got another game on Tuesday, so this one definitely feels good. Yeah, that was actually a play, so we kind of talked about that a little bit, and it just worked out really well, and she got a breakaway, and yeah.
Yeah, I really enjoyed the line, actually. Like, a lot of Nursey's offense comes from being in really strong defensive positioning. She's always reloading above, forcing turnovers. Obviously, every time Watts touches the puck, there's usually something there offensively. The speed that she can attack defenders against is, there's very few people in the league that can play offensively like Daryl. And then Izzy, for her first game, the way she managed her game, like she plays really smart positionally, makes smart line changes, can see the ice really well. So I think they all just complemented each other really well. The joy for me as a coach playing a line like that is I felt comfortable playing them against Boston's top line, but I also, if I could get a good line matchup and let them a little bit of freedom offensively, I felt I could play them offensively or defensively.
I think, all three of us are offensively really great, and then, like Troy said, Nursey defensively is extremely solid, so it kind of lets Izzy and I maybe get a little bit of a jump going down the ice. But yeah, they're both such fun players to play with that it was a really fun game to, be out there with them.
Great on the last one. It's just something we're going to continue to work on. I thought we had some good looks on the early power play. 5-on-3, I would have liked to have a little bit better of a shot mentality. But yeah, I mean, one of the biggest things with some of these new rules, it's going to be not necessarily about any power play or penalty kill percentages, because I think they're going to be a little bigger than in previous years, but I think finding ways to win the specialty teams battle any night is going to set your team up for success. Tonight we were able to score a power play goal and a shorthanded goal, so that's the difference in the game.
Yeah, I think it's a lot of fun. I think any line combination on a team like ours, we have such a deep team. But that line is it's fun, big bodies, and kind of everyone who's kind of willing to go to any area. So I think it works well, and we're going to look to build off of it.
I thought Gosling looked comfortable, but obviously just trying to get some experience. I said to Confer as we were leaving the ice, I think it might have been one of her best games that she's played since she's been in the PWHL. Nothing magical, just simple little plays, but getting pucks on net, making good decisions with the puck. And then obviously, thought Miller played very strong last year. Miller played on the wing the majority of the year. For her to step in and be able to play offense and defense in the middle role is very, very important for her success.
I mean, it's incredible. Toronto is like the mecca, of the world for hockey, so. It's really special to play here. It's really special for me for this to be my home city. So it was a really special game, and yeah, they had no excuse. Or they did have an excuse today, but they still showed up, so that was awesome.
Yeah, I thought so. Even just some of the mentality 5-on-5 of just getting some pucks to the net. creates those little 50-50 races that if you're engaged in that race, you draw penalties as well. So I thought some of the 5-on-5 play got us the power play opportunities, and then obviously that kind of tilts the ice in your favor a little bit. But it's early, it's game one, right? Our power play is not going to be clicking like it will be in a couple months' time, but I love the fact that it found a way to. There's nothing better than a hit like that against a key player on your team. She's safe, she's okay, she gets up, and you go right back and you score a power play goal to win a hockey game. Like, those are team building things that you want to have happen as much as you can in the year. And Renata was fine. She was able to play the rest of the game. So those are huge momentum shifts in the game for sure. I mean, Allie's just a gamer. She competes, she battles. You can rely on her at both ends of the ice as well. Just such a great teammate. You know, when there's a little bit of a scrum, Allie's the first one to go in there and be a big body and, you know, just try to protect her teammates. She's just a great teammate for our entire group.
Yeah, I mean, Spooner's a huge part of our locker room and our group, and obviously the season she had last year was incredible. So it's definitely something that we're missing, but at the same time, we have such an incredible group, a deep team, and it's kind of, you know, next person up, everyone kind of step up, and we know that she's working extremely hard to get back with us as soon as she can.
With us being able to put 40-plus shots on goal, it's hard not to think of the pucks that Spooner would collect in the position at net front when we're getting that many directed at net. But we'll learn as a group as well that if we're putting that many pucks on net, if someone gets to that Spooner area, there'll be some goals there for them as well.
I mean, it's game one, so, you know, can't get too high, can't get too low, but it feels good to win. It feels good to get 40 shots on net. And, you know, Troy was saying after the game, Boston only got 2 shots on net in the third period, so it feels good to lock it down like that, especially after Hannah scored. Yeah, so just keep practicing one game at a time mentality.
Better than the 4-1 loss last year
Yeah.
in game one.
Feels better.
I think it was great just from an athlete, like the athletes, they've done such a good job in the last month just preparing for this, but it gets tiring. Like, it gets, you know, they don't want to hear my voice. They want to just go play. They want to play in front of fans. So I think they did a good job preparing as a group on the ice. And you just, now we're into a routine. Now we practice a day or two, then we play, we travel, we play. Ultimately, that's why these athletes play the game, so they can have the opportunity to perform in front of fans like tonight.
I mean, I just got off the ice from this game, so I haven't even thought about that, but I mean, I'm just going to treat it like another game. Obviously, I played for them last year, and yeah, it'll be fun, and I look forward to it.
I don't think it's any different, to be honest. I know a lot of people want to go down that road of last year in the playoffs. Like, that's so beyond us right now, and I think it actually does a disservice to athletes that are new to our group. It's an entire different group, so we wouldn't put any of that on any of them. We've processed that in the off season, and we've moved on.
Yeah, for sure. I think we have a locker room full of players like that, and that's what makes this group in Toronto so special. But like Troy said, Ali is you know, one of the best teammates of all time, and we're lucky to have her.
Last question?
Yeah, just one more for Hannah. I think you scored the first goal for China at the Olympics a couple of years ago.
Yeah, nice stat. I love that.
Different stages, but how does this compare to this one?
Yeah, I think, you know, anytime you can contribute and score a goal, it's exciting, and just happy to get the win tonight and keep building.
I mean, she's a great goalie, and like, we did have a bit of a rivalry, but I mean, it's all fun. Like, she's great. It's a fun challenge to try to score on her, and you know, I respect her, and it's always, you know, fun to have one of the best goalies in the league going against you.